Hey guys, it's your girl Zay and welcome back to my channel. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. I just want to talk about you misfits, okay? Welcome to the channel of talking about the today of misfits. Let me tell you something. I love being a misfit. I love being out of the box, something that's unexpected. I love being not fitting in a bunch of crowds of people that are fake and phony. I like being a misfit that people have to wonder each and every day what's going to come out of her, what is going to transpire in the person that she's becoming. I'm grateful to be a misfit. I don't know if you ever watch the Christmas cartoon, since we're in the season of Christmas, of if I'm not mistaken, that is Rudolph. And he met the elf of being a misfit, and he found out himself that he was different when he met the elf. And the song, Why Don't I Fit In? Let me tell you something. God makes us different and unique in our own way so that we can show people and showcase what we have in ourselves. And I am so grateful and honored to be a misfit. I am so blessed and humble and highly favored to be a misfit. For those of you who feel like you can't fit in or people don't fit you in, it's okay. I'm telling you right now, in this moment, in this season, it is okay to find out that you are a misfit. It is okay to know that you are different among all those. And every time people try to say, oh, we don't want you here, or what you wear, what you see, what you a visionary isn't what we want. Let me tell you something. There is a place for you, and you have to learn how to make a table for yourself of other misfits. Okay? In my family, I can honestly say that I am the misfit of my family. I have always been the out of the box character, person, dancer, outspoken, said it like it mean, didn't cut no corners. I'm not hurting no one's feelings. I'm just telling the truth. I have been the one who stood out, ventured out, did new things, been the first in my family, and it has gotten me where I am today as a misfit. And let me tell you, I am blessed and I am honored to be highly favored, to be a true testimony to someone else, being a living vessel, speaking unto God's people what I have been doing through my trials and my tribulations. I realized that me being a misfit has been the greatest blessing in my life. Me being opposite, me being a negative to someone's positive, has been transpiring and transparent in so many ways. I hope that I'm talking to someone, and if I'm not, I'm talking truly to myself. I am grateful in my transformation of being a misfit. And if you don't fit in, don't feel bad. If your clothes that you're wearing don't fit the standards of those who have the luxury of buying clothes, let me tell you something. You don't have to look like everyone else. You don't have to be the same skin tone as everybody else. You don't have to have tattoos and piercings to be like everybody else. You don't have to have the suave looks like everybody else. You don't have to have the size perfect in their image of what you're supposed to be. No one is supposed to look alike for a reason, so God can show different forms, colors, shapes, sizes, different love. Let me tell you, love is an internal and an external feeling that we don't know or don't understand. That is a misfit. Let me tell you something. Being a misfit and not fitting in is awesome. I love it. And I don't know who this is for, who I'm going up the street on. I actually had someone inbox me a while back on one of my casts and that I posted, and was expressing their deepest concerns about people not liking them and their effort. And I told them, and this is true in the story, I told them, don't you worry about it. God will show you and put you and place you with people who are just like you. And he will. My prayer last year, of this year, going into next year, is for God to decrease those who don't serve no purpose for me or don't want nothing for, or pushing me to elevate me into my promise. And I ask God to increase me with those who need to be attached to me to show me my greater self and place me into those places where I need to be. If those aren't your people, those aren't your people, baby boo. I have learned the hard way that God will excommunicate you from those who have said some shitty things about you. And trust me, I've been there. I even have family who will still be in my face and still talk shit about me behind my back and don't even want me in their presence. But you still want me around because I'm the life of the fucking party. You enjoy watching me be who I am to pump those up around you. You know what I mean? Like, I still get this in my 31 years of living, that people don't want me around because of how I act, how I speak, how I talk, how I keep it real. But you want me around to be laughed at, being humiliated. Let me tell you something. I'm not being humiliated at all. Because at the end of the day, me laughing, me smiling, me showing off my blessed family, me showing off how great God has been to me in my life, and me speaking it every time I walk in a room is a blessing to me. Even if it's a discouragement to you, I'm always going to give God's glory and honor no matter where I walk in, whatever room. And if you don't like it, you keep pushing, you keep walking, because baby boo, I'm going to always. And let me tell you something. Another thing about me is that being a misfit, I don't hold on to trauma. I don't hold on to pain. I don't hold on to what a person says and do about me. Because let me tell you something. While you're laughing and while you're talking about me, while you're joking about me, while you're speaking nothing but negative about me, God is black, and everything that you have tried to be on me and try to whiplash on my name, because God has a greater purpose for me. Let me say something. You sit there and you laugh. You sit there and you talk. You sit there and you say whatever you might need to say about me. Because at the end of the day, while you're talking trash about me and throwing trash on me, God is showing up in my life each and every day. God is placing me in places that you will never imagine. God is blessing my family. He is anointing my head with oil. He is placing me in rooms that people were like, why is she here? And God is saying, because she's supposed to be here. So while you're talking shit, while you're running your mouth, while you're getting slick and sideways about what Xavier is doing and how she is and what she is and why is she where she at and she ain't nothing and she ain't, let me tell you something. People have been scrutinizing my name since the day I was born. Even the devil himself. But God, me being his child and me being called, will always break chains in a room. I am praying for nothing but chains to be broken, me to be the first of everything in my family. Even if people who hate on me is watching. Remember that song? Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Let me say something. I'm going to always be me. And y'all see that picture? This is why I like sitting here, so I can flaunt it. God said if you got to flaunt it. If you feeling like go and brush your shoulders off. That's what I'm doing every day. It's people out here wishing, yes, I'm not perfect. Yes, my marriage is not perfect. And yes, it has had some downfalls, some indiscretion in it, and some adultery in it. But look, I'm still here. You got people breaking their marriage for one thing, breaking their marriage for this, that, and the third. People living in broken homes. You know what I mean? I'm in the midst of breaking cycles. I'm in the midst of breaking change. I'm in the midst of shaking off and running over my cup of overflow of blessings and glories and honors. I'm in the midst of praying to God and not running to somebody and telling my business all the time. I'm in that midst. Okay? And yes, I got a little bit off topic, but I had to take it there. People are so quick to judge what you hear, what you see, what you think, we all have a story to tell. And it's what you make of your testimony and what you learn from your testimony, what makes you greater than the next. I don't shame nobody because I'm walking in this life called Christ. I said yes a long time ago, and when I say yes, I meant it completely. Okay, I might lose a little folks, but let me tell you something. I ask God every day to use me as a living vessel unto his people, so I can speak the namesake of what he needs me to speak. And I ask him to keep taking me through life journeys and tests and trials so I can show those who really need to be touched by his healing power. For him to be shown his gratification of what he has done for me. And if I'm not up your street, get up off my page. And if you don't like what you hear, you get up off my page. If you don't like what you see, then you get from around here, okay? That's what they used to say in the hood. You get from around here, okay? That's where I'm from, okay? You get from around here. If you don't like it, that's your problem. I'm not doing this for no satisfaction of applause. I'm doing this because God called me to do it. I'm doing this because God said you've been through enough in your life for you to show up and show out in people, to show them that everybody's got something going on. Everybody's been through a storm, but it's what you make of it. It's what you make of it. And a lot of people are dealing with a lot of things. Does not mean that you cannot still come out of it. We're all going through some dark trials and tribulations. We're all going through something that has transpired and some trauma that has broke us down to the last of us, thinking that we don't need to be here. Let me tell you something. You are too close to what God has promised for you to give up now. And I say it all the time. I'm seeing so many people and celebrities, people I don't know, killing themselves. And you think they got it? Let me tell you something. If you got to take yourself out on this world, because let me tell you, it's only one person I know in this life who is the giver of life and the taker of life, and that's God and Jesus himself. If you take yourself out, where do you think you're going to be in this world? Your spirit will be lost. You taking over God's, what he's supposed to do. Now, I don't know where people go. I hope and pray that they get a chance to redeem themselves in their spirit realm so they can go wherever it is that you believe they go at in the afterlife. But I hope and pray that you don't give up. I hope and pray that you don't give in. Let me tell you something. I was one of those people who almost took my life. I almost took my own life because my kids were stressing me out. I was stressed. Me and my husband were in a dark place. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is me keeping it 100,000, me keeping it real. I committed suicide. I tried to attempt to try. And God said, why are you doing that? God said, what is it in your life that you don't have that you need to do this? There's some people in their life who don't even see what they have. Every day I wake up, I got breath in my body, and I say, thank you, Lord, for that. I wake up, I can hear, see, feel, touch, and I can see my children. I can feel them. I can touch them. I can go outside, and there's a beautiful, blessed, peaceful area that I'm living in. It's no drama. It's no gang violence. It's no this. It's no that. I got a roof over my house. I can still provide for my family. I can go down the list of what I'm grateful for, what God has done for me. So what do I need to take my life for? It's a lot of people out here who I know who's starving and living in sickness, living in bombshell homes, getting tortured, and they not even doing that. But they're fighting the good fight because they know if they live another day to wake up another day, that God has gotten them this far and he's not going to leave them. You never know what a person is going through. And look, don't let that be your wake-up call to say, oh, we should do this. We should go check up on this person. You should be checking up on people regardless. If I could show y'all my text screen of people who don't reply back sometimes, which is okay, it's cool. I've learned that people going to do what they do, or people got lives. I don't even get upset no more. I still let you know in a sense that you are loved. I still send a good morning text and say, you have a blessed and wonderful day. I pray that you prophesy. I pray that you be anointed. I pray that God overflows and rain into your cup. I can show y'all right now, every Monday morning or Sunday or any other day, I ask God to pour into me so I can pour out. I do not give people what I don't want in my life. And people are like, well, you so nice, you so kind, regardless what they hear about me. They're like, thank you so much. Why you bless me like that? Because that's what I would want. I only give what I want in my life. I am not in that. Like, how can I come on here and speak and manifest and talk and pray and do this and tell you all this if I'm not living it? I can't tell you something I'm not doing. That's just not who I am. I live every day for those people in that world. You can't see them as clearly, but that's my family. And the reason why I like to sit in my living room or in my presence and I do my podcast is my YouTube channel so you guys can feel where I'm coming from. Me being in my space, me loving my home. I know so many people who have beautiful homes and don't like being in them. I had to learn, because I used to be a street runner. Let me tell you, she's a runner, she's a track star. Okay? I be like, Jesus, like, why can't I go live my best life? Like, why? Like, God said, you got this home. Learn how to sit and be in it. Make it something that's worth you being in the presence of. And I started putting up pictures of good memories, or even bad ones too. You know what I mean? Or whatever. But I put justifications of love, inspirements, powers of overflow, writing, prayers, Bible texts, like quotes of my favorite poets. And I can honestly tell you now, I don't get upset if I'm not out there on the street. I don't get upset no more if I'm not invited to something. I don't get upset, because this is where I'm supposed to be in my peace. I'm a misfit. We getting back to the full circle. You got wait. I'm trying to tell you, everything come back to full circle with me. This is your girl Zay with the real talk of a misfit. Okay, and why don't I fit in? Because God wants me to be just as I am. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Peace and love. Love you if no one told you today. I'm loving on you each and every single day. And have a blessed and wonderful day, and be a blessing to somebody else. That's my daughter. Gotta go. Peace and love. Love you guys.